right now, people don't design complex machines. Complex machines design machines. So it's becoming very well ordered. All the processes are known, and it's just sort of rhythmic in the way it just chunters along and turns out one thing after another. We are heading towards an interesting situation around 2015, 2018, possibly 2020, when Moore's Law stops the Silicon Revolution. But on the far side of that impasse is even more technology than we enjoy today or even throughout our entire history. So I just see these cycles repeating, and I think that the technologies that come after this current wave of silicon are going to be so much more intelligent. We're going to be able to talk to the machines, they will talk to us, they will do things on our behalf. And more human beings will be pushed out of the way. The only reason we use human beings is they're cheaper than machines. Once the machines are on a par or less, then the people are displaced. That's always been the way, and I can't see that changing.
You sketch an end to Moore's law. Isn't that then just a matter of adding on more processors then, which doubles your capacity?
You can do that, but if you actually look on the far side of Moore's Law, there are interesting alternatives when you get into the area of nanotubes, buckyballs,
Quantum computing.
quantum computing. There are all kinds of new technology, even biological computing, that say actually we can do millions and millions and millions of times more than we're doing today. The existence theorem is here. This processor is actually still bigger than the whole of the internet right now, with all the PCs hanging on the end, but it's damn slow. So with this process, we're going to see some phenomenal changes. I'll give you a personal view. The internet right now is fast approaching the same scale as the human brain. It's not intelligent because it doesn't have any of the attributes of the human brain, and it doesn't have any of the inputs. The sensory network on the internet is all but zero. But we're putting on cameras, we're putting on sensors, we're putting on mobile devices, and we're putting in flexible software, adaptive systems. And one day, just one day, intelligence and life itself may spontaneously erupt out of the network without us doing anything. If you take this on a notch, say, well, on the far side of Moore's Law, we can see technologies that would allow us to store all of the music ever made by mankind on something the size of a sugar cube. And indeed, we can probably get all the movies ever recorded by mankind on there as well. That changes everything. We're already looking at what I would call the super iPod in about 2015, slipping into your shirt pocket with all the music that we've ever recorded on it. The computational power is going to be augmented by sensory capability. We will soon know where everything is, what it's doing, what it's talking to. That's a very different model. But the technology choices on that far side of Moore's Law are immense. It's not like we have one or two. We seem to have hundreds and hundreds of choices of where to go. So it's not like we're looking at Moore's Law and say, oh my God, this is the end of civilization, this is the end of progress, we're now going to do what the Mayans did and go extinct. I don't think so. I think it's just the beginning. I think that this age that we're in has been just a run-up to something that's far more exciting. We've only just assembled the raw basic tools to do anything really interesting. So, had it not been for computation power, i.e. the PC, the computer, we would not yet have decoded a fraction of the genome, and we've now decoded about 98% of it. We're now making a start on the protein stack, which is about 1,000 times more difficult than the genome stack, but we will do that in about a decade as opposed to 30 years. This is phenomenal progress.